Hey guys, today it's all about product photography. And it's not just product photography, it's about the background. And you only need one. You don't need multiple backgrounds. You only need one background. What is the secret mysterious background? Stick around and I'll show you. As you can see, I've got the whole little setup going on here. Now, I am going to say, stick around to the end of the video because I got something extra special that you can do with this mysterious background. Now, while we get into this, let's talk about that background. My secret background is a simple roll of gray paper. One background is all you need. Let me show you why. Let me show you how. So, little setup here, Nikon D800, 90mm lens on. We have a simple product here on a couple of boxes on a gray base with gray paper background. I have Alien B lights. I have two studio strobes that I'm using. This one's in a 24x36 softbox. Let's move it into position. So it's going to go about there. That's going to light our product up. The problem with that is I'm now going to have a bit of darkness on this side because I have the light turned this way. There's no light falling on the background. What do we need? Our trusty piece of foam core, 11x16 this one happens to be, and I simply stand it there. It's that easy. Boom. Bouncing light from there to there, back onto there, makes my label look a whole lot better and more evenly lit, although the side is still a little shadier than that. But it works. The background is going to be lit by an Alien B, which is back here, and it has a 7-inch reflector and it has barn doors on it, and it's simply out of sight, out of mind, in behind, and it will create an even light on the back. I have the modeling light turned off on that one right now, and I'll explain why later. So that's it. That's our setup. So I simply need to come in here, take a photo, and see what we get. And what do we get? Boom. Our product shot on a gray background. Exactly what you thought. But let's do a little change now and see what happens to our background. Let me take the background and increase it by at least a couple of stops of light. All right, let me just pop that off now so I can make sure that light gets the full power back into the strobe. So I now take the picture, and what do we get? Let's have a look on the back. Ooh, look at that. I have a pure white background. How did that happen? That is a gray background. But I overexposed it by about 2 stops. Because it's overexposed, it burned out and went white. Pretty cool. Gets better, watch this. Now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to shut this light off. So I don't have a light on back there at all now. So if I come here and take a picture, poof, what happens now? Oh, look at that. I have a pure black background. Again, that's a gray background. No lights hitting it, it goes pure black. So I can go pure white to pure black. You saw gray, which means I can get every shade of gray from pure white to pure black. One background is all you need, right? And you're going, well, no, sometimes I want a colored background. Okay, you don't need to buy colored paper. You can get Lee and Roscoe, they make photographic gels, but they're about $100 for a set. Do what I always do and what I will show on this channel, because we're budget orientated for the average photographer. Go to the dollar store. Well, they're not a dollar store anymore. They call themselves a dollar store, but they're like $2 and $3, up to about $5. But don't let me diverge on that. That's another little issue. But if you go to the dollar store, you can buy file dividers. They come in all different colors, and they are clear. I've shown these before. They come in a multitude of colors. They work brilliantly. So let me just take this blue one, and let's add it to that light. Now, this is why I said I turn the modeling light off. These are not heat resistant. I don't want to melt it. One other word of warning with this. Make sure you have a good depth between your background and your product, or you're going to have the light spill, especially the color, onto your set, and you don't want that. You only want the background lit. So I probably got about 5 feet, maybe even 5.5 to my background. Okay, let me just get this plastic put on there. Drop the power back down because we were still set for the white, and give this a try. We should have a nice blue now. Look at that. One background is all you need. And you're going, yeah, but I want more than white to black to grays and blue. All right, just hang on. let's try and throw this one away. Why don't we try a pink so we can get our background to kind of match our little product here. So I put a pink one in now. Haven't changed power, haven't done anything. The blue was thicker and darker, so it was a darker blue. It should make this light pink versus a dark pink. Let me see if the theory works. Oh, does. Perfect. So we can keep playing a color game all day for whatever color you want. Oh, you want two colors? Then I can simply overlap two colors side by side and I can do a split color on the back. But I'm not going to sit here and make the video super long going through all the different color patterns and variations that you can do. I'm just showing you one background is potentially all you need. Now, we can change this even greater than we are. If I take this now and I move this light in closer, if I drop the power a bit on my light because it's now closer, make sure that's not in my field of view. Yeah, it is a bit, but we'll just take that. I should have kind of a gradient happening. Boom, look at that. So it's a brighter down here, darker up top, because I now have light fall off going on. If I increase the power, I can create almost a circular sun back here where it radiates off to a darker tone. Pretty cool. I know you want more. Okay, so what else can we do? Let's move this light over to the side now, so we're out of the camera angle, and let's take the photo. We should have a gradient from light to dark, right? Let's find out. Oh, look at that. Gradient from light to dark. You can play with it, you can vary it. It's endless. If you've got some other creative ideas or things that you can do with that, with the one background, put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it, and everybody that else watches this video would like to know any other tips and tricks. But wow, one background created multiple different colors, multiple different looks. Haven't changed this. The only thing we were playing with is that background light and the exposure controlled within it, and we're controlling the light. Now, I did say stick around the end because there's more we can do to that background. This goes with the Alien Bees. It is a shovel, basically. Your studio strobe, instead of pointing forward, you point it up. This sits on it this way, and this is a scoop, and it creates a really cool kind of gradient effect to it. It is a made version. You can take tin foil, and I've shown tin foil being used a million times, and you can shape it around your light so you can control the background. I know you still want more. Another one for you, Cucoloris. What is that? It's basically a piece of foam core. You can cut all kinds of shapes out of this, so you've created holes through it. I've shown it in the past. If I put this between my light and the background, get the distance right, I will create the patterns on the background to match what I've done here. If I put colored gel on, then put this in front, now not only have I got a pattern on the background, I've got colors in the back. So you can see the possibilities and things are endless. One background to rule them all. The gray background, you can't beat it. Oh, by the way, I got that, I'm in Canada, I got that at Michael's, it's a craft store here, for $10 for the roll. Cheapest background, I know. Well, actually, my walls are a gray. They're a lighter gray, and I can do the same thing on my bare wall. But having the paper makes it handy, and it's simply hung up there on a C-stand with the boom arm. So my papers just hang on there, a couple of clamps to hold it all in place. That's it. So that's it for this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos like this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. So until the next time.